joining us from Luxembourg is Louis Chauvel, who's a sociologist and professor at the University of Luxembourg, author of La Spirale du Déclassement, the book out, of course, about the situation socially here in France. Thank you, sir, for joining us. The arguments of the Gilets jaunes, the way they go about pushing those arguments forward, are their tactics right? Are they doing the right things? Are they risking kind of alienating themselves from what they really want to achieve?
Indeed, the reality of this movement is that first it had been a surprise for this government. I mean that after 1 year of honeymoon, the situation this year is rapidly in a rapid deterioration in terms of public mood, of social mobilization, and this mobilization of yellow vest comes from almost nowhere and comes from nothing. And what the government sees right now is a situation of rapid deterioration of its own capacity to manage this the relation with the movement, and they failed over the last 2 weeks. They had been unable to find connections with this movement. The government thought it was at first a question of cost of energy, cost of fuel, cost of gas, gasoline for the cars and whatsoever. The government thought it was a movement connected to new policies of control of energy consumptions, but in reality this movement is a kind of systemic saturation of frustrations after 5 years of relatively good economic shape of the French economy, but real people, real individuals, and the working class, the middle class, the intermediate middle class did see strictly no improvement of their socio-economic situation, even if the last 5 years had been relatively good compared to the last slowdown of 2008. So what we see is a kind of snowball of frustration, a kind of winter of discontent coming from the working class and the lower middle class. And for the government, once again, it's very it's very frightening, simply because more than 85% of the French population supports this movement that is relatively shocking and a bit violent anywhere. So the deterioration of the situation, the rapid deterioration of the situation is uncomfortable for the French government, for the French elite, and we don't really know where it goes.
Did Macron make a mistake by introducing or trying to introduce the tax on diesel, putting up fuel prices for cars, because that affects so many people? Would it have been wiser to have maybe put a congestion charge on coming into Paris, or maybe targeted heavy goods vehicles, for instance, which would have had fewer people affected?
Typically, the mass of French population had been affected. It's even worse in the faraway, remote countryside or faraway suburbs of big cities, where people are highly dependent on diesel and on cars in the everyday life. The reality is that it was the excessive drop of problems in a context of systemic problems of purchasing power in France. It was an additional element in a situation where we see increasing tensions. Those increasing tensions are not simply diesel, the cost of diesel, fuel for houses and this kind of thing. The problem is that over the last 10 years, wages had been relatively stable or declining, and the cost of housing, the cost of insurances, the cost of communication bills, and many different important duties of everyday life faced an increase of its cost. It's not proper to France. It's a kind of universal trend where the square meter when you buy your house, you need 2 times the same budget than in the 1980s. When people compare their parents to their own lifestyle, they see a clear regression, a clear spiral of downward social mobility in terms of consumption. And on this general accumulation of frustrations, the many decisions in the recent times from the French government in terms of tax and in terms of regulation have had a very negative effect. It's not simply the price of diesel; it's also the fact that it had been decided. To ban old diesel cars from some big cities in France, and people feel lower middle class, the middle class that is dependent on diesel cars, have had the impression to be victim of a trap. They received many incentives to buy this kind of cars 10 years ago, 5 years ago, and now they face a kind of trap where they have they need to consume more expensive things with no possibility to really improve their level of living.
Louis Chauvel, I need to cut you off there. I'm very, very sorry to interrupt you, sir. We have to leave it there. Louis Chauvel, thank you very much indeed for joining us. I'm really sorry we're out of time. Thank you, sir, for that analysis.